Welcome to our channel. Old Valuable Chiller and detailed exploration of the 2004 United States 5-cent coin, also known as the Jefferson Nickel. In this video, we'll take you deep into the features, varieties, history, composition, mint marks, errors, and potential value of this fascinating coin. Whether you're a coin collector, a history enthusiast, or just curious about the value of your pocket change, this video is packed with information you won't want to miss. Let's begin with some background. The 2004 Jefferson Nickel is part of a special series released by the U.S. Mint called the Westward Journey Nickel Series. This series was launched to commemorate the bicentennials of the Louisiana Purchase and the Lewis and Clark Expedition. The year 2004 marked the first major design change to the Jefferson Nickel since its introduction in 1938. There are two different reverse designs for the 2004 nickel. The first is the piece medal reverse, and the second is the keelboat reverse. These designs replaced the traditional Monticello image and brought something fresh to American coinage. Let's first talk about the piece medal reverse. This design features the hands of two individuals shaking, one with a cuff representing a U.S. military uniform and the other representing a Native American, with a crossed tomahawk and peace pipe above. This image was inspired by the medals given to Native American tribal leaders during treaty signings. The design symbolizes peace and diplomacy, reflecting the tone of the early Lewis and Clark expedition. The initials EDR can be seen on the reverse, referencing the artist Norman E. Namath. The second design for 2004 is the keelboat reverse, showcasing the boat used by the Lewis and Clark expedition. This scene represents a critical part of American exploration history and shows two men on the boat, often believed to be Meriwether Lewis and William Clark. This reverse was designed by Ulmer Letzke, whose initials AM appear on the coin. Both of these 2004 nickels retain the familiar portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, designed by Felix Schlag. However, it's worth noting that Jefferson's image was slightly refined in this series, but still recognizable as the same classic profile. Now let's talk about mint marks. In 2004, these nickels were produced at both the Philadelphia Mint, represented by the P mint mark, and the Denver Mint, indicated by the D mint mark. There were no nickels minted in San Francisco for circulation, but there were proof coins made at the San Francisco Mint, which carry the S mint mark. Let's now get into the mintages. For the 2004 piece medal nickel, the Philadelphia Mint struck approximately 361 million coins. The Denver Mint struck around 372 million coins. For the 2004 keelboat nickel, Philadelphia struck about 366 million coins. Denver produced approximately 344 million coins. That's a total of over 1.4 billion nickels just in 2004, an enormous number. However, certain conditions and errors make individual coins much more valuable to collectors. Now let's cover errors and varieties. The 2004 nickels have a few known errors that have caught the eyes of collectors. One of the most famous is the 2004 D-piece medal nickel with a speared bison error. While this variety is more commonly associated with the 2005 Buffalo nickel, some collectors mistakenly look for similar die gouges or defects in the 2004 designs. More reliably, you'll find die cracks, off-center strikes, double dies, and clipped planches among circulated 2004 nickels. Keep a close eye out for double die obverses, where the lettering such as "In God We Trust" or "Liberty" shows signs of doubling. These coins are relatively scarce and can command higher prices depending on condition and visibility of the error. Let's now talk about coin grading and value. Most 2004 nickels you find in circulation will be worth face value, 5 cents. However, if you have a mint state, MS65 or higher, coin, the value increases. For example, a 2004 P-piece medal nickel in MS67 condition has sold for more than $100 at auction. The same goes for high-grade keelboat nickels from both mints. When it comes to proof nickels, these coins are struck with extra care and are made for collectors. A 2004 S-proof nickel can be worth anywhere from $1 to $5, depending on the condition. Deep Cameo, DCAM, or Ultra Cameo, UCAM, proof nickels command higher prices. Let's also take a moment to talk about coin composition. The 2004 Jefferson Nickel is made of a copper-nickel alloy, consisting of 75% copper and 25% nickel. It weighs 5 grams, measures 21.2 millimeters in diameter, and has a plain edge, just like all modern nickels. If you're building a coin collection, it's highly recommended to keep at least one example of each 2004 design, both from the Philadelphia and Denver mints. Collecting both piece medal and keelboat nickels gives you a piece of numismatic history and a beautiful set that tells a deeper American story. For long-term collectors and investors, it's important to preserve coins properly. Store them in airtight holders, avoid cleaning them, and always handle them by the edges. Even the smallest scratch or discoloration can significantly reduce a coin's value. There are also uncirculated rolls and mint sets from 2004 that are highly sought after. These can be purchased from coin dealers or online marketplaces. Unopened rolls from US mint packaging tend to be more valuable, especially if there's a possibility of high-grade or error coins inside. Another aspect worth mentioning is how this series sparked renewed interest in coin collecting in the early 2000s. Just like the 50-state quarters program, the Westward Journey nickel series drew millions of new collectors into the hobby. The 2004 nickels were the beginning of that trend and laid the foundation for further design changes in 2005 and beyond. Many collectors specialize in modern coinage, and the 2004 nickels are a great entry point. They're affordable, historically rich, and easily accessible in both circulated and uncirculated condition. To summarize, the 2004 5-cent Jefferson nickels, with their piece medal and keelboat reverse designs, represent an important transitional period in U.S. coinage. These coins are widely available but can carry significant value in high grade or with rare errors. Whether you're a casual collector or a serious numismatist, they're definitely worth holding on to. We will explore your ultimate destination for exploring rare, collectible, and historical coins from around the world. In this video, we are diving deep into the details, history, value, and collectability of the 2008 5-cent coin from the United States, also widely known as the Jefferson Nickel. If you're a coin enthusiast, collector, or someone looking to discover hidden treasures in pocket change, then you're in the right place. So stay tuned for this full deep dive into the world of the 2008 Jefferson Nickel. The United States 5-cent coin, or the nickel, holds a special place in American coinage. Since its first release in 1866, the nickel has evolved through various designs and compositions. The 2008 5-cent coin is particularly notable as it was minted just before the transition to a new obverse design introduced in 2006, featuring a forward-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson. However, in 2008, the reverse side still carried the classic depiction of Monticello, Jefferson's historic home in Virginia. Now let's talk about the design. The obverse, or front side, of the 2008 5-cent coin features a bold, modern portrait of Thomas Jefferson facing forward. This design is part of the Return to Monticello series that was first introduced in 2006. Sculpted by artist Jamie Franke, the portrait gives Jefferson a more lifelike, three-dimensional appearance compared to older side-profile designs. What stands out is the inscription "In God We Trust" on the left side of Jefferson's face, with liberty and the year 2008 in his own handwriting style on the right. Below that, you'll see the mint mark, either P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, or S for San Francisco, depending on where the coin was struck. Now flipping the coin over to the reverse side, you'll see the iconic image of Monticello, Jefferson's neoclassical estate. This design has been a staple of the Jefferson Nickel for decades and remains a symbol of American architecture and history. The words E pluribus unum are curved along the top, while Monticello is written directly under the building, followed by 5 cents and United States of America along the bottom rim. The reverse design is the work of Felix Schlag, who originally created it back in 1938. As for the metal composition of the 2008 5-cent coin, it's made up of 75% copper and 25% nickel, the same alloy used for decades. Each coin weighs exactly 5 grams and measures 21.2 millimeters in diameter. Its smooth edge and durable metal make it a favorite for circulation and long-term storage alike. Let's talk about mintages. In 2008, the Philadelphia Mint produced approximately 345.6 million Jefferson nickels, while the Denver Mint struck around 358 million. These high mintage figures mean that the 2008 nickel is not considered rare in circulated condition. However, when it comes to proof coins struck at the San Francisco Mint, the numbers are much lower. Only about 2.1 million proof nickels were produced in 2008, and these are mostly found in proof sets. Proof coins are struck with specially polished dies and planchets, resulting in sharp details and a mirror-like finish, making them desirable for collectors. Now let's get into coin values. In circulated condition, a 2008 nickel typically holds its face value of 5 cents. However, uncirculated or mint state examples, especially those graded MS65 or higher, can fetch a premium. For instance, a 2008P or 2008D Jefferson Nickel in MS66 condition may sell for anywhere between 25 cents to $2 depending on market demand, luster, and strike quality. If you come across a coin graded MS67 or higher, you're looking at a much more valuable piece, with values reaching $10 to $20 or even more from collectors looking to complete high-grade sets. And of course, let's not forget about error coins. Error nickels from 2008 are a hot topic among collectors. Some known error types include off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, and die cracks. A dramatic off-center strike or a clearly visible double die on either side can significantly boost the value of your coin. Some rare 2008 Jefferson Nickel errors have been known to sell for $50, $100, or even higher, depending on the severity and eye appeal of the error. Another valuable factor is full steps designation, an important grading detail that applies specifically to the reverse of the Jefferson Nickel. The steps leading up to Monticello should show 5 or 6 clear, uninterrupted steps for the coin to be awarded the full steps designation by grading services. Full steps examples are rarer and often command higher premiums, especially in grades MS66 and above. When it comes to collecting strategies, there are several paths you can take. You might focus on collecting one example from each mint, P, D, and S, or you could build a year-by-year set of Jefferson Nickels from 1938 to the present. Including the 2008 5-cent coin in high grade with full steps would be a great addition to any serious collection. You can also seek out proof versions and error varieties to enhance the uniqueness of your coin portfolio. Storage and preservation are also critical. If you have a high-grade or proof 2008 Jefferson Nickel, consider using an airtight coin capsule or acid-free flip to protect its surfaces from tarnish, moisture, or scratches. For extremely valuable coins, submitting them for professional grading from a respected grading company can enhance both the coin's market value and long-term preservation. The historical significance of the Jefferson Nickel shouldn't be overlooked either. Thomas Jefferson wasn't just the third president of the United States, he was the author of the Declaration of Independence, a founding father, and a visionary who deeply influenced the ideals of liberty, democracy, and American architecture. By collecting Jefferson Nickels like the 2008 version, you're holding a piece of this legacy in your hands. Collectors also look at strike quality, luster, and toning. Some 2008 nickels naturally acquire beautiful golden, rainbow, or blue toning over time due to environmental exposure. If the toning is attractive and natural, it may enhance the value of the coin, especially if paired with a high grade and full steps. In the world of numismatics, it's not just about value, it's about the story behind each coin. The 2008 5-cent coin from the United States captures the transition era between historical tradition and modern design. With its refined obverse, timeless reverse, and collectible variants, it's a piece worth keeping an eye on, whether you're searching rolls, buying from dealers, or assembling a complete Jefferson Nickel set. If you ever come across a shiny 2008 nickel with strong strike and minimal contact marks, take a closer look. You might just have a mint state gem. And if you're lucky enough to find a proof or error coin from this year, make sure to research, preserve, and possibly grade it to unlock its full potential. Thanks for watching this in-depth look at the 2008 Jefferson Nickel. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin content.